Hi there, my name's Natalie Lowe, and today we're here speaking with Realtor Meagan Muse from the Desert Probate team. Thanks for being with us, Meagan.
Hi, thanks so much for having me, Natalie. I look forward to chatting with you guys today.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about what you do and how you got into probate real estate.
Absolutely. So I've been a realtor since 2018. Um, I got into probate. Uh, I had lost my dad earlier this year, and watching my mom go through the process of trying to avoid probate. Neither one of my folks had done the steps. It was sudden due to COVID, and it definitely was a whirlwind and kind of switched gears. I had primarily worked with listings, and losing my dad just made me really want to switch direction. I saw a need for so many families going through that. It's just one of those things that people don't talk about. There's not a whole lot of resources, not a lot of knowledge out there for people. And it's just one of those things, I wish that there were more resources for people going through the probate. That way they're more prepared if something does happen to families. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, and a little bit about me. I've got a big blended family. My husband, not sure if you can see the guitars in the back, but he's
Yeah,
into guitar playing, loves to serenade the family with the music. Um, we've,
love it.
we've got two boys, and then we've got my daughter. They range from 5, 9, and 10. I've got four wonderful fur babies. I've got an Italian Mastiff, two French
Wow,
Bulldogs, and a mutt. Gotta love the mutt. His name's Pete. Name is
cute,
fitting.
adorable.
So yeah, in my free time when I'm not working, I love vegging out in the backyard, listening to the rain. Monsoon season's down here in Tucson. That's where
That it is.
yeah.
Okay. So family oriented, you have something that really means a lot to you and you have purpose in what you're doing. And then also you're a Tucson native. So being a Tucson native, how does that give you an edge in what you're doing in the real estate market?
Absolutely. So, one of the things with probate, typically the personal representatives on the case, I would say 8 out of 10 times don't actually reside here in Tucson. So, we're working with families who had a death in the family, lost a loved one, who, live, they could be in California, Utah, anywhere. And they get the news that someone's passed away. They don't know anyone here. And to take on a responsibility handling someone's estate, it's a big job. So I think that with me being a Tucson native, I'm super connected within the community. I have built such a large database of working business relationships with vendors. It definitely gives me an edge to offer that level of service to where, clients who are needing an estate sales representative, someone who is, who do I call if there's repair that needs to be done to the home? One of the things that I like to, offer is the fact that we're a one-stop shop, if you will. If you have issues to get the house sold, we've got it and we can take care of it for you.
Great. Sounds like you have a lot of tools at your expense
Yes,
here.
yes.
So, Meagan, walk us through the latest way you helped a client who's going through probate.
Absolutely. We just had a client, very same situation. She had her uncle had passed away and she didn't reside here. So it was one of those trying to deal with getting rid of personal property, trying to figure out what they wanted to do with the house, um, all those things. So um, with her inherited property, I had gone over, taken a look at the house. There were lots and lots of things that her uncle had cherished, lots of little trinkets and all that kind of stuff. So we were able to set up an estate sale for her. I brought in one of our vendors. We got that taken care of for her. Her uncle had a vehicle that needed to find its new home. So I was able to reach out to my sphere down here in Tucson who was looking for a car, and we ended up actually finding a new home for it as well. We had some questionable pieces that we thought might be worth some value that he was hanging on to. So we were able to bring in our art appraiser as well to figure out, what we wanted to do with those items. We got the home listed. There were some minor repairs that needed to be done. Brought in our handyman as well that was able to take care of those things to get it list ready. So yeah, it was definitely
Great.
in progress, and she was so happy. I love to hear making people's lives easier as we're walking together through that process, especially when it's a difficult situation with losing a loved one.
Definitely. That's very tough. And it sounds like you have a lot of experience and uh, again, a connection with what you're doing, with a meaningful impact. That's great.
Yeah.
And so Desert Probate, why should we work with Desert Probate, that team specifically?
Absolutely. So, one of the things that I love about our dynamics with our team is that we really focus on building that relationship, taking the time to get to know each and every one of our clients. And that means really understanding what's important and how we can best help that client. There's times where, if the home needs too much work and we're not going to be able to put it on the market, we're going to be looking at our cash investors to come in and, possible doing wholesaling. We are looking at the whole story, the whole situation. That way we can place you and give you the best knowledge in terms of, what's happening in the real estate market and things like that.
That makes sense. So what's it like working with you guys? What's it like working with the Desert Probate team?
Absolutely. I would say that Ron and I have such good positive energy. That's been our big feedback, that anyone that works with us absolutely loves that we are detail oriented. We get to know our clients. We have spent so much time building those working relationships with our vendors. You're just left with a really good experience, and we consider anybody that chooses to work with us family, and that's for years to come.
I think that's wonderful. And I think you guys are doing good things out there. So anything else you'd like to add, Meagan?
I would just say, if you find yourself in a difficult situation and you've just lost a loved one, feel free to reach out to us, whether that's just to ask simple real estate questions. We would love the opportunity to point you in the right direction.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Meagan.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me today, Natalie.
And you guys check out that website for more information.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.